Who do you have for the top 5 stoner rappers?
Okay, so I think I'm going to go ahead and try to put this in order, too.
Woo.
All right, so we got Snoop Dogg, Wiz, Currency, Juicy J, Red and Meth.
All right, cool. So I didn't include Snoop because Snoop is synonymous with weed, but like he didn't really start rapping about weed and shit like that till he met Wiz. Like that, let's just call it spade a spade. So for me, I'm gonna tell you how I did it, right? So I have.
That's also not true, but I'm gonna let you go.
All right, cool. I mean, I didn't notice it until then, right? So in no particular order, because I couldn't like put it in order, but I have my man Smoke Dizza, shout out to Harlem from Money Ave. Number 2, I have Currency. Number 3, I have Wiz Khalifa. Number 4, I have Cypress Hill. They're a group. Like if you know about weed culture, like Cypress Hill is like huge with that. And Method Man and Redman are a tandem, so I put them together so they round out that 5.
Okay, so for me, I put Snoop because like he kind of opened the door, and we talked about this on the episode, but he kind of opened the door for what most of the weed smoking rappers are doing now.
He did.
He did it with the business aspect and like with a lot of the raps and the tones and the business point too that he's been able to do. Wiz goes without saying. The man has his own strand. He's been consistent with the sound that he's been catering to since we were introduced to Wiz. And the same with Currency. Currency kind of grew into his own entity. Like he's independent, but like he's kind of one and the same with weed smoking rap, And then Meth and Red, they have a movie, about smoking weed. Yeah. So. And then with Juicy J, like Juicy J is just he kind of falls in line with all of these guys. Like he's kind of made a name for himself and quickly too with the stoner rappers.
Right. Also, shout out to Devin the Dude because he's prominent,
obviously,
with weed. And ladies and gentlemen, like after weeks and weeks of like seeing like everybody's always gonna be mad when you don't mention somebody's name.
This is just my 5.
Right. I understand. I just want y'all to know. I understand that Snoop Dogg was the main writer on the album The Chronic. I understand that Snoop Dogg has always been synonymous with weed. But what I'm just saying is that in the 90s, he didn't rap about weed that much. He was a part of weed culture, but not until like later on when he started rebranding himself, becoming more of like a pop culture icon, that we start really, he really started leaning into the whole weed thing. So don't kill me, ladies and gentlemen.
But I will just say you won't have a lot of these guys that are rapping about weed today if it wasn't for Snoop. I will say that.
Okay, I'll say that. I mean, I think Cypress Hill and Snoop, but Snoop was just he's more mainstream. Yeah, like I said, he's the huger draw. So there you go. Go in the comments, get mad, say whatever you want. It won't hurt my feelings.
I go to counseling for this.
These are their stories.
Dun dun.